So, ladies and gentlemen, right about now on Kojo'S Urban Show in Vienna, all the way from the UK, Alicai Harley.
Hey.
Welcome to Kojo'S Urban Show in Vienna. What's popping? What's happening?
I'm blessed. Thank you so much for having me.
Looking gorgeous. I love what you're wearing too as well, you know?
Oh, thank you so much.
So, Red Room intro, Gyal Inna Britain. Morning. What's up with the title? I know the EP was recorded in the Red Room, right?
Yeah, so, well, do you know what? We started the EP in a red room. Although a lot of the songs that are on there are not necessarily recorded in that red room. I think only 2 or 1. Actually, in the end, it ended up being, because there was so much to choose from, you know, you pick from and stuff like that. But so that's the initial reason for the first half of the title. And then the second half of the title, which is Gyal Inna Britain, is, for me, it's who I am. You know, I was born in Kingston and live in Jamaica. And I migrated to the UK when I was 5. And I've been living in the UK ever since. And for me, I never lost any bit of who I was, or me being a yard gal, me being a Jamaican girl. And but yeah, at the same time, UK contributed a lot to my sound, and so did Jamaica. So for me, I'm the yard gal in Britain. You know, I walk into a room and I am Jamaica.
10 solid tracks. That's crazy.
Oh yeah.
And it's got no Russian remix on it. Kojo Funds remix.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was one of my craziest, like one of my best joints, you know.
Oh, thank you so much.
And it's got Steph London on it again. I mean, not again, I take that back, but you know, I know you had some early collaborations with Steph.
So we got, no. So that was the first one. That was the first one, yeah. Yeah. The track 2.
And obviously, I remember early on this year, or no, last year actually, Stonebwoy from Ghana.
Yes.
How was that?
Amazing.
I'm from Ghana originally.
Sorry?
From Ghana originally. I'm from Ghana originally. So what was it like?
Okay. Yeah, no, Stonebwoy, dope, like amazing person as a human being inside and out, you know what I mean, as an artist and as a person as well. And I'm very supportive as well. And like, that's like family. Like, he's like so cool, like, and it's just real, you know what I'm trying to say? So for me, wait, sorry, did you say I've collaborated with Stonebwoy, or did you say he was on the EP?
No, actually, my bad. It was featuring you, actually. Stonebwoy featuring you, actually.
Okay, yeah. I think you might have said that anyway. I don't know. We'll listen anyway. But anyway, the collaboration is called Understanding. We did that, and I was featuring on his album, and it was actually a single. But I don't know when it came out. I feel like COVID is coming, crammed my whole brain. I think it came out in 2020. 2020.
Yeah, last year.
I feel like it came out in 2020. Yeah. But that collaboration was really dope. We was in the studio with Enter the A, and we all of us together. It was so quick as well. It was such a vibe, you know. When like it's real music and like the 2 people that actually connect and actually are enjoying. You know what I mean? It's magic, and I feel like you can hear that on the record. But Stonebwoy's a person, phenomenal person. So I'm willing to do it again and again and again.
Wow. Let's talk about the new single, Put It On You.
Ooh.
That video, colors, like I love the hairstyle, the color, the yellow.
Thank you.
It's amazing. I mean, like I said, it's just you know, it's just a signature that's just about you. Now, was that your idea, the concept of the whole video, the whole thing? Okay,
so yeah. So initially, myself and Rebecca Bird, who's the director.
Yeah.
Initially, in regards to like my brief and stuff like that, I knew that I wanted it to be, if I was a rich yard gal, you know, a rich Jamaican girl, rich yard gal, what would the house be like? What would my vibe be like? I wanted that to be me in that setting, if that makes sense. And that's how I said it to her, and I like put out little pinpoints of stuff that I imagine, and she gets me, and I mean, and she just builds upon that. So that was the idea that we were trying to create, which is why you get the colors and you get the hair, and you know, I want it to be fun. I want it to be me because I'm very fun, and
candy hair, bubbly character, and everything, you know.
Yeah, all of that.
That is mad. So the 10-track EP, yeah. What was one of your favorite singles on it? Like, what would be one of them? I'm like, oh man, I love this. Like, it's a jam. It's a vibe.
So for me, I think all of them are a vibe. All 10 tracks.
You had to choose one. If you had to choose one.
No, but that's what everyone keeps saying. If you had to choose one, I'm just like.
I know it's hard, but hey, life ain't that easy.
I cannot. Like, honestly, okay. I cannot, because it's like, I really worked on making the EP a thing where it was just like all of these could work on their own as singles. And I had my moment with all of them, like my little kids. I had my moment with all of them where I don't know. It's hard. It's really hard. It is.
Emotional question, right? Never. We'll skip that one. Never mind. Maybe one day you will be able to answer that. Now let's talk about Dizzy Rascal. Was Dizzy Rascal responsible for bringing you to the limelight?
Oh, I'd say a lot of people contribute. Well, to be like I was gonna say I wasn't actually say a lot of people. Like a lot of people contributed here and there. With Dizzy Rascal, first of all, Dizzy is just another phenomenal person. Like a real person as well. I would say so to a certain extent. I would say he definitely had an input, 100%. Yeah, I'd be barbaric if I said he didn't. But yeah, I was actually on his album, which came out. My days are really messed up. Anyways, I feel like it came out 2020 as well, innit? Yeah, it did. Yeah. It came out 2020 as well. And but when he originally met me, he met me in the Red Room, actually, in the studio where the Red Room was. He was in the Red Room that time, so the room that's actually called the Red Room. And I came to the studio and I found out that Dizzy Rascal was in the studio, and I was just on some gas. I was just like gassed. And I came and I was just like, he was upstairs in the kitchen. I was just like, hey, hi, I'm Alicai Harley. Hey,
Were you nervous a little bit? Yeah.
No, I don't know why. I don't know. My nerves wasn't even there, and I really do get nervous, but it was no nerves.
This was not.
And he was just, I was like, come now, listen to some of my stuff. Hey, and he was. I remember his eyes. It was just like,
yeah.
He was like this. It was like,
yeah.
But I was like, yeah. And then he came down, and then he actually really enjoyed my stuff. And then he posted me up on his Instagram, and it was like a really beautiful message as well, just on some like kind of, where's this girl been? Like, if she doesn't blow, I'm going back to Wakanda. Like, it was beautiful. So definitely, I would say that Dizzy definitely contributed to like opening, showing me to more faces and broadening it. And yeah, and also when you get that cosign, I feel like a lot of people that even if they were catching on, they kind of look around and like, oh, we need to catch on properly now, you know what I mean? So definitely.
Well, versatile you are, amazing, you're all round, like, got a little bit of that, obviously inspiration from Buju Banton and obviously Lady Soul.
Yeah.
So obviously, yeah. Now let's talk about Hot Shot Tuesdays. What was that about?
Yeah. Okay, so Hot Shot Tuesdays, I was doing in 2017.
Yeah.
And Hot Shot Tuesdays was, I was basically creating this track every week, and I have to shoot a video for it, and I drop it on a Tuesday. And I did that every week I did 10 of them.
Yeah.
And and it was literally that I had to post it up. Some of them my friends, I think most of them my friends were recording the videos, I'm trying to say, and however I got it, the audio recorded, however I got anything recorded, I just had to drop that on a Tuesday.
Right.
And the 10th one was the single that actually brought me to the front, for everyone to kind of, most people introduced me basically to the scene properly, if that makes sense. And the single was Gold, and that was in 2017, and that later on ended up being signed by Brockout Polydor. And then so far, I just kind of did my work, and we did the work, and But Hot Shot Tuesdays is where it all started. It was not where it all started. My career all started, to be fair, because I've always been doing this. But in terms of where it was definitely
the limelight. That's where it started. Like
the consistency of Hot Shot Tuesdays. Yeah.
Now, were you always a natural singer, or did you get trained?
I guess I was always a natural singer. I was always a natural singer, so if I got out of key, I was never trained. I just sing from the soul.
So what actually inspired you to become Alicai Harley?
Okay. Inspired me to become Alicai Harley.
Yeah. You need that signature to be who you are, not trying to mimic someone or imitate someone, but you're just being you, so they know that it's you. So that's why I'm asking that question.
I'd say my life. For me, the person that everybody sees now. Also, by the way, back to the voice training, I did a little bit in school, I think, kind of. But anyway, for me, in terms of me actually, the inspiration behind me, my image, what I do, my sound, it's me. I would say it's definitely me, because in terms of like my inspirations, what I take from in terms of sound, like you said, likes of Buju Banton, Lady Soul, Beyonce's another one of them. But I feel like over time, in terms of what you get now, you're getting Alicai Harley from the growth, from the time, from doing stuff like Hot Shot Tuesdays and many other stuff from before that, because I had to come on a journey to really figure out what I was doing. Because if you even listen to the stuff like the Hot Shot Tuesdays, there wasn't even, you didn't hear so much high-end dancehall sound or hear a certain, they were all very different. They were all me finding myself. And so I'd say in terms of inspiration, it's definitely me finding myself, which is the statement again for my EP, the EP name with the Gyal Inna Britain, because I went full circle all around trying to figure it all out, and then it was just like, just be me, because it's like Alicai Harley sound and her character and everything is actually Leslie Ann, which is my first name, which is actually also my birth certificate, Leslie Ann Alicia Harley, and that's who Alicai Harley is, you know. So
wonderful.
I definitely say it's just a balance between myself and yeah.
So what actually keeps you motivated when writing your lyrics?
Ooh. What keeps me motivated? Just the things that's around me, I'd say. I write about my life. I write about my friends' lives. I used to write a lot futuristically, yeah, but then I started writing things in the future, so I still do, but I'd be very careful. Sometimes I just write for say something at work, and I learned that from when I was younger. I realized I was writing stuff into my life. I was like, oh no, like bad stuff. So I feel like for me, I take inspiration from anything though. I could go, I for example, Gold, my first single,
Gold.
I went out on a night out and I didn't even go out like that at that time. I didn't like going out. My best friend was just like, come on, come to this yardie party. Come on, literally it was that. And I remember it was Scandals. And I was like to her, I don't want to go. And I went to Scandals and I come back home and I was inspired to write Gold, you know. So for me, and literally it was the vibe of the party. So for me, I write from what's around, what's going on. It could be anything. You know, we could talk about something and I write about it.
So you're a great freestyler then.
Yeah, you know, I actually am. Okay, you know, when I turn on the audio, I ain't by myself.
Of course.
Not around people.
Yeah. So what's COVID-19 be like? How is it treating you? Like, you know, the whole situation, the pandemic situation where you're actually not, like, you know, you can't perform live obviously and all that, concerts and shows and all that. What's that been? Is that been a blessing to you, or what's it been like, both positive and negative? Like, what's it been like?
Definitely not a blessing. But you know what? No. Don't say that. I can't say that. I can't say that. I gotta take that back. You know, I gotta take that back, yeah? Because that's kind of, yeah, God forgive me. Because everything's supposed to be how it's supposed to be, so I have to take that back. Okay. But okay, so you know what? Let me answer that better. It's because you use the word blessing. For me, COVID, and I feel like in terms of the family side of it, and you know, us not being able to see family, and the mental side of it, it's played the same parts that it's played on a lot of us. It's been very deep, it's been very different, it's been a whole lot of unlearning and relearning and figuring yourself out, and even getting to know myself even more, because you're all in your own brain. So it's that side of things, minus the music, that side of things, absolute tits up. Like, what is going on? What is it? No, seriously, what's going on? But then in terms of like music, I feel like, yes, it's mad, isn't it? Because obviously live shows stop. Like, we haven't really got to state out what that means, you know, for an artist like myself. Live shows stopped. A lot of things are just like, and that does play aside on obviously your funds and also your mental state, you know what I mean? So it's also finding other revenues. But to be honest, my God will provide, and he does, you know what I mean? That's the blessing in all of this, crazy enough, because I'm just like, how do we sustain what I am, innit? It's been a whole lot of, you got to evolve though, innit? Like, that's how I've been looking at it. I've just been looking at it like, in all of this stuff, yeah, I've got to evolve with whatever's going around. There's always a way to make it work, and I've just been figuring out different ways to make it work for myself. But also just trusting the process. You know what I mean? I feel like it affecting my music is not to be all and end all when there's like people dying, you know, there's people going crazy off of being on this, you know. So I just kind of try to put out as much joy as I can, and that is through my music, and that is through you know, my character, and just putting out the bubbly and just, yeah.
Who would be your ideal person that you'd love to collaborate with, like, or you've always wanted to collaborate with, apart from Drake?
Apart from Drake, you know, you're so horrible. Well, he would probably go to Drake. I have a champion, pap.
What were you?
No. Who was my ideal collab? My ideal collab, I got quite a few. Butchie Banton is still one of my ideal collabs. Kanye. I want to do a collab with Kanye. There's a few. My ideal, specifically ideal, it keeps changing, and I'm just gonna keep changing it. Marion Hall, formerly known as Lady Soul. Yeah, it changes. Rihanna, if she's gonna drop an album, I want her to hit me up. I'm here, ready, Rihanna. But yeah, it changes, man. I'm gonna say something else on another show. So yeah, I clocked it. That my mood changes. It does that every day. So yeah. But I feel like I keep it the same with them.
Because here in Vienna, we've got some artists that are sick, you know, proper pink ladies, you know. So
yeah,
proper one, yeah. So hopefully one day we'll be able to talk about something like that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you've been in the music industry for a while with experiences and everything. What would be the ideal message out there for up and coming artists or the youngest that look up to you? What would you tell them?
Be consistent. Do you really want this? What's your reason? What's your why? Your why can't just be money, because you will throw it away, but you will be done with this. You will give up. If it's just for money, it can be really easy. So you have to have some deeper whys. That's what I would say. Don't watch what anybody else is doing. You'll rob your joy. You know, on social media. Know when to step off of social media as well. Because if you have to constantly be seen to for your life, you have to constantly do things to be seen for your career, to feel like it's popping or whatever. It's a bit mad. It will play a lot on your mental, in it. So figure out that you're going to be an artist, you're going to be a musician, and focus more on your music and when you drop and stuff like that. Not to say social media is not a thing, but I feel like it's so easy to get caught up and then you're gonna forever try to be on there trying to catch up to this thing, and that's a serious one. Not that I'm doing that, by the way. I'm just letting you know. And stay prayed up, and that's me being honest. Stay prayed up, because that's what works for me, boy. Stay prayed up, connect, and and also don't think it's going to be a bed of roses. You get what I'm gonna say? There are bad people, but there are also good people. You don't need to feed negativity as well. You give it a place to live. So yeah, and just go ham. Definitely consistency is a big part of it. Yeah. Good luck.
Nice one. Well said. Now, before we wrap this up, do you play any music instrument?
Okay. So there's a keyboard there and there's a guitar there. Can I play any of them? No. The keyboard, I can kind of play it though. I can play gold on it.
All right.
The chord actually not there right now, so don't ask me. But I can actually play gold on it. I can. Just gold. And if I got given papers, I can be able to read. Oh, what am I talking? Well, you can read the music.
Read the notes. All right.
Okay, I can read the notes to a certain extent, not on some big level though. But I've been able to do that for a hot minute now. So I can read the notes. So nobody better not test me, Nobody better not watch this and try to test me, because I'll just say no, because I'll be nervous. Just leave me alone. But I can kind of, just on a beginner's thing. And with the guitar, no, can't do nothing on it.
Well, at least you've been honest about it. And
I just walk around the house and go, yeah.
The last time I asked someone the question, do you play any music instruments? Yeah, I play records, like turntables and all that. All right. Fair enough.
What is a musical instrument?
Well, some people still think that, the turntable or the CD is like an instrument. Instead of being equipment, so it is pretty bad.
I never knew who have answered that though.
Yeah, so what was the message out there for people in Vienna? What are you going to tell them about your new single? Your new album and your new single?
My new EP is out now. It's called The Red Room Intro. Yeah, Gyal Inna Britain, and it is everywhere. Make sure you go and cop that. Also, my debut single, Put It On You, is out now, and the video is paying. Go check it out on YouTube. It's your girl Alicai Harley. Follow me on all socials at Alicai Harley. That's ALICAI HARLEY.